In today's fast-paced world, we're constantly bombarded with distractions, challenges, and uncertainties. It's easy to feel overwhelmed, to lose sight of what really matters. But what if I told you there's a philosophy that's been around for over 2,000 years, offering timeless wisdom on how to live a fulfilling, resilient life? This philosophy is Stoicism, and in this video, we're diving into 10 powerful Stoic insights that can help you improve your life starting today. These aren't just lofty ideas. They're practical tools you can start using right now. Let's explore them together. Insight number 1. Focus on what you can control. One of the core teachings of Stoicism is the idea of focusing on what you can control and letting go of what you can't. Imagine how much mental energy we waste worrying about things beyond our control, like the weather, other people's opinions, or global events. The Stoics believed that true freedom comes from focusing solely on what you can influence, your thoughts, actions, and reactions. Think about it. You can't control whether it rains tomorrow, but you can control how you respond to it. Will you complain and let it ruin your day, or will you adjust, grab an umbrella, and make the best of it? This shift in perspective is empowering because it puts you in the driver's seat of your life. Instead of being tossed around by external circumstances, you become grounded in your own choices. The chief task in life is simply this: to identify and separate matters so that I can say clearly to myself which are externals not under my control, and which have to do with the choices I actually control. Epictetus. Insight number 2. Embrace discomfort. We live in a society that prioritizes comfort. We want things to be easy, painless, and convenient. But the Stoics saw comfort differently. They believed it could make us weak, complacent, and less resilient in the face of challenges. To counter this, they practiced voluntary discomfort. This might sound strange, but think of it this way. By intentionally putting yourself in uncomfortable situations, like taking cold showers, fasting, or exercising in the rain, you build mental toughness. It's like training a muscle. Over time, you become less affected by life's inevitable hardships because you've already trained yourself to endure discomfort. Try this. For the next week, take a cold shower every morning. Notice how your body and mind react. At first, it might feel unbearable, but as you persist, you'll likely find that you start to enjoy the challenge. You'll feel more alert, more resilient, and less bothered by small inconveniences throughout the day. This is what the Stoics were after, a mindset that's unshaken by external conditions. According to the great philosopher Epictetus, we should always be asking ourselves, is this something that is or is not in my control? Insight number 3, the power of perception. Have you ever noticed how two people can experience the same event but react completely differently? That's because our perceptions shape our reality. The Stoics taught that it's not events themselves that disturb us, but our interpretation of them. Change your perception, and you change your experience of the world. Imagine you're stuck in traffic. One person might feel enraged, honking their horn and cursing their luck. Another person in the same situation might take a deep breath, put on a podcast, and see it as an opportunity to relax before reaching their destination. The event is the same, but the experience is entirely different because of their perception. The Stoics practiced reframing situations to see them in a more positive, constructive light. This doesn't mean ignoring problems, but rather approaching them with a mindset that's focused on solutions rather than despair. Next time something frustrating happens, take a moment to reframe it. If you spill coffee on your shirt before a meeting, instead of getting upset, consider it a chance to practice patience. This small shift can turn an irritating moment into an opportunity for personal growth. Marcus Aurelius said, "The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts." Next insight number 4. Practice gratitude. Gratitude is more than just saying thank you. It's a way of seeing the world. The Stoics believed that by focusing on what we have rather than what we lack, we can cultivate a deep sense of contentment and peace. In today's world, it's easy to fall into the trap of comparison, always wanting what others have. But this constant striving leaves us feeling empty and dissatisfied. The Stoics countered this by practicing gratitude every day, even for the simplest things. They reflected on what they had, recognizing that life is fleeting and nothing is guaranteed. This practice helped them to appreciate the present moment and to find joy in the ordinary. Start a daily gratitude journal. Every morning or evening, write down 3 things you're grateful for. These don't have to be big things. Maybe it's the warmth of your morning coffee, the sound of birds outside your window, or a kind word from a friend. By consistently practicing gratitude, you'll start to notice a shift in your mindset, becoming more appreciative of the life you have. Epictetus, the great Stoic philosopher Epictetus, said, "He is a wise man who does not grieve for the things which he has not, but rejoices for those which he has." Insight number 5, memento mori, remember you will die. The phrase memento mori translates to remember you will die. At first glance, this might seem grim, but for the Stoics, it was a profound reminder to live fully and meaningfully. By regularly contemplating death, the Stoics weren't being morbid, they were keeping themselves grounded in reality. This practice helped them to prioritize what truly matters and to let go of trivial worries. When you remember that life is short, you're less likely to waste time on things that don't contribute to your happiness or well-being. Instead, you focus on living with intention, making every moment count. Try incorporating this perspective into your life by reflecting on your mortality during quiet moments. This isn't about being fearful, but about appreciating the time you have and using it wisely. For instance, before making a decision, ask yourself, if today were my last day, would I be satisfied with how I'm spending it? This question can help you realign your actions with your values and priorities. Marcus Aurelius said, "You could leave life right now. Let that determine what you do and say and think." Insight number 6, cultivate inner strength. The Stoics believed that true strength comes from within. Unlike external possessions which can be lost or taken away, your inner virtues, such as courage, integrity, and wisdom, are yours alone. In a world where we often measure success by external markers, like wealth, status, or appearance, the Stoics remind us that these things are fleeting and ultimately beyond our control. What truly defines us, they argued, is our character. By cultivating virtues like courage, patience, and resilience, we build a foundation of inner strength that can withstand any external challenge. This inner strength is what allows us to stay grounded in the face of adversity, to remain true to our principles even when it's difficult. To cultivate this strength, start by setting small, personal challenges. For example, if you tend to avoid difficult conversations, challenge yourself to have one this week. Or, if you struggle with self-discipline, set a goal to wake up an hour earlier each day for a week. These small acts of courage build your inner resilience, making you stronger in the face of larger challenges. Great philosopher Marcus Aurelius said, "Waste no more time arguing what a good man should be. Be one." Next, we have insight number 7, live per nature. Living per nature is a phrase the Stoics used to describe aligning oneself with the natural order of the world. This means accepting the world as it is, rather than fighting against it. This Stoic principle encourages us to recognize that we are part of a larger whole, and that life has a natural flow: birth, growth, decay, and death. By resisting this natural order, we create unnecessary suffering. Instead, the Stoics taught that we should strive to understand and accept the world's natural rhythms. This doesn't mean passivity, but rather wisdom in knowing when to act and when to accept. Next time you encounter a setback, instead of reacting with frustration or anger, Try to see it as part of the natural flow of life. If you miss out on a job opportunity, for instance, rather than dwelling on it, consider what new doors might open as a result. This mindset helps you to move with life's currents, rather than being constantly thrown off course by them. Lao Tzu, the ancient Chinese philosopher, said that nature does not hurry, yet everything is accomplished. We have come so far, so our next insight is insight number 8, the art of letting go. One of the most liberating Stoic practices is the art of letting go. We often hold on to things, whether it's material possessions, relationships, or ideas, that no longer serve us. But this clinging only creates suffering. The Stoics believed in the concept of detachment. This doesn't mean apathy, but rather a healthy sense of perspective. By recognizing the impermanence of all things, we can free ourselves from the fear of loss and the anxiety of attachment. When we let go of our need to control or possess, we open ourselves up to the freedom of simply being. Consider decluttering one area of your life this week. It could be your workspace, your closet, or even your digital life. As you do this, notice how it feels to let go of things that you no longer need. This physical act of decluttering can be symbolic of letting go of emotional or mental clutter as well. Socrates said that he who is not contented with what he has would not be contented with what he would like to have. Insight number 9. Accept the present moment. The present moment is all we truly have, yet it's often the hardest place to be. We're either regretting the past or worrying about the future. The Stoics emphasize the importance of living fully in the present without being weighed down by what was or anxious about what might be. By focusing on the present, the Stoics believed we could free ourselves from unnecessary suffering. The past is gone, the future is uncertain. What we have is now. By fully engaging with the present moment, we can experience life more deeply and meaningfully. This practice also involves acceptance, accepting the moment as it is without trying to change it or wishing it was different. To practice this, try mindfulness meditation or simply take a few minutes each day to focus on your breath. When your mind starts to wander to past regrets or future worries, gently bring it back to the present. This simple practice can help you develop a more grounded, peaceful approach to life. Marcus Aurelius said that, confine yourself to the present. Last but not least, insight number 10, serve a greater purpose. The Stoics believed that a life of purpose is a life well lived. This means looking beyond your own needs and desires and contributing to the greater good. In a world that often emphasizes individual success and personal gain, the Stoic philosophy offers a refreshing perspective. By serving others and working towards something larger than yourself, you create a sense of meaning and fulfillment that goes beyond material achievements. This doesn't have to be grand or heroic. It can be as simple as showing kindness to a stranger or volunteering your time to a cause you care about. This week, consider how you might serve a greater purpose in your own life. It could be through volunteering, helping a neighbor, or even just being more present and supportive with your loved ones. These acts of service not only benefit others, but also enrich your own life in profound ways. Ralph Waldo Emerson, the great philosopher, said that the purpose of life is not to be happy. It is to be useful, to be honorable, to be compassionate, to have it make some difference that you have lived and lived well. Stoic philosophy offers a powerful toolkit for navigating the complexities of modern life. By integrating these insights into your daily routine, you can cultivate a life of purpose, resilience, and inner peace. Remember, these aren't just ideas to think about, they're practices to live by. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe for more content, and share your thoughts in the comments below. And as always, keep striving to live a life of virtue and wisdom. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.